Hey everyone, and thanks for joining us on tonight's Paranormal Pit Stop, which just so happens to land us at a public research university located on King's College Circle out of Toronto in Ontario, Canada. Encompassing Queens Park, consistently ranking within the top 10 public universities on Earth, and incidentally top within its country. Are you prepared to brave the ghosts of the University of Toronto? Historically, this university was founded in 1827 as King's College, and at the time of its opening was the first institution of higher learning in the whole of Canada. And by 1842, the school had acquired 170 acres of farmland on which to begin construction of its first buildings. Initially controlled by the Church of England, the university would officiate itself under its current title in 1850 through its transformation into a secular institution, and in 1852, University College was created as a constituent of the university, free from religious affiliation. On land leased from the university, the municipal government of Toronto would designate Queen's Park, named after Queen Victoria, as the first municipal park in the country. And through the American Civil War, under threat of Union blockade on British North America, the institution would establish the University Rifle Corps, which saw battle through the Fenian raids on the Niagara border in 1866. Until its acquisition of Wycliffe College in 1889, University College would act as the only member college of the University of Toronto, and a year later, Victoria College and Knox College would join into the system. Sadly, on February 14th of 1890, a large fire would break out at University College and would damage its eastern wing and library. However, despite initial concerns, repairs proved swift and simple, with the library and structure fully restored within 2 years. In 1919, the Hart House, featuring a gymnasium, swimming pool, shooting range, theater, art gallery, and reading and sitting rooms, would open its doors. In 1964, the satellite campus at Scarborough was established, and in 1967, the satellite campus at Mississauga was formed. In 2007, the University of Toronto claimed the mantle of being the first university in Canada to amass an endowment of over $1 billion, and in 2020, it would accept a $250 million gift to the Faculty of Medicine from businessman and philanthropist James C. Timotry, which actually holds the title of being the largest single philanthropic donation in the country's history. The prestigious institution remains open into the present, boasting an enrollment of around 65,000 students at its St. George campus alone, while offering 700 undergraduate and 200 graduate programs. Through its lengthy history, a number of popular ghost stories have been passed through generations of U of T alumni. History and legend intertwine to tell the tale of two stonemasons, Paul Diabolos and Ivan Reznikov, who worked together on the construction of University College. As this aged fable has it, Diabolos fell in love with Renikov's fiancée, and after some time, the adulterous couple conspired to run away together. But Renikov found them out and confronted Diabolos at their empty work site, after which a fight broke out, resulting in Diabolos killing Renikov and hiding his body near. Though his remains were eventually recovered and given a proper burial, it said his soul was left at unrest, and throughout the old University College building, many have reported phantom banging and scratching noises attributed to his presence, while his full-bodied manifestation has been spied traversing the quad. Across campus, both faculty and students have reported doors opening and closing by themselves, lights that flick off randomly, leaving all present in total darkness, disembodied voices and footsteps from empty rooms and spaces, the sensation of being touched by unseen hands, encounters with both shadowy figures and full-bodied apparitions, and accounts of run-ins with the spirit of the university's first president, Bishop Strachan, who's most often spotted around November 1st, being the anniversary of his death. Another popular campus story tells that one night at the Hart House, a guard fell asleep and was awakened when a nearby door inexplicably opened and swung into his cot. It's documented that moments later, the room began filling with smoke, and in that instant, the guard realized that a fire had broken out and that the ghostly presence that had awakened him had saved his life. Many tell that Christie Mansion was once owned by a vile and evil man who kept a woman trapped in its windowless room. It's said that this poor soul eventually went insane and ended her own life to avoid further torture, and women who have entered this room alone since have told of the doors swinging shut on them, trapping them inside until help arrives. Those frequenting Massey College have told of objects moving on their own, thuds and crashes heard from empty rooms, run-ins with wraith-like creatures, and encounters with the spirit of Robert Davies. The Wahlberg building is rumored to hold a curious presence that's been known to materialize to those in need of help, and the library often appears lit up and active in the middle of the night when it should be dark and locked up. Lastly, at the Trinity College Chapel, many have described sighting a ghostly old woman who appears distraught, a spectral wartime pilot, a pale figure that's often spied peeking from the front pew, and instances in which the organ plays by itself. Thanks for joining us on this paranormal pit stop. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Good night.